Hey guys, and welcome back to another deep dive video. Today we're going to be talking about Gallade, his relevancy to the Mirror Cup and all the tournaments he could possibly be in, his key matchups, his movesets, and his counters. But before all that, make sure to smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all PvP and Silph Arena content. Now on to the video. First things first, the tournaments that you are allowed to use Gallade is going to be the Boulder Cup, the Nightmare Cup, and of course the Regionals. Now on to his movesets. He's going to have access to Low Kick, Confusion, and now Charm. Personally, I think we're going to take Low Kick and just throw that in the garbage because it is just not relevant and just does not compare to the other fast moves that he currently has. Next, we are left with Charm and with Confusion. I'm not going to pick which one is better. They're both amazing and they're both viable, and it all depends on which way you want to use your Gallade and which way it actually synergizes with your team of 6. Unless we're talking about Nightmare Cup, because in Nightmare I think Charm is actually the better moveset to have, just because it is super effective to fighting, it is super effective to dark, and also does neutral damage against Psychic. Other than that, I think it's pretty up in the air between the two moves. Next, we're going to be talking about his charge moves. He's going to have access to Leaf Blade, Close Combat, and Psychic. Now, I think no matter what cup you're in, I would personally go with Leaf Blade and Close Combat. Due to the fact that Gallade has a Psychic fast move and a Grass and Fighting charge move, it gives him a lot of coverage to be able to take down a lot of different Pokemon in the meta. Now onto his key matchups. In the Boulder Cup, it is going to be the Fighting types and the Water types. This is going to include Medicham, Hitmonchan, Lucario, just because of the Confusion Charm fast move. And then of course it's going to be Probopass, Melmetal, Bastiodon, Wishcash, Marshtomp, and of course now Swampert. This is because of the fact that he has Leaf Blade. Not to mention, if you were to pull off a Close Combat, you will be able to one-shot almost every Pokemon I just listed. In the Nightmare Cup, his main matchups are going to be against Toxicroak. Yes, I said Toxicroak because Toxicroak was the king of the Nightmare Cup, and of course Spiritomb. Spiritomb was very heavy in the early meta and kind of fell off a little bit more closer to the end, but he was still there, so Gallade will have a key matchup against both of these two Pokemon. Finally, the last key matchups are going to be in the Regionals, and his key matchups are going to be up against Medicham, Azumarill, and Bastiodon. Yes, those are the three big three. So the fact that Gallade can come in and cover all three of them is going to be huge. The main counters that we really have to be careful for in these next three cups, number one is going to be in the Boulder Cup. The king of the Boulder Cup is going to be Skarmory, because he does have access to those flying moves. Is going to be super effective against our Gallade. So once you see yourself in a situation against a Skarmory, make sure to just get out of there as fast as you can. In the Nightmare Cup, you're going to want to be careful against Alolan Raichu, Zatsu, and the Poison Dark Pokemon like Alolan Muck or Skuntank. And last but not least, in the Regionals, you're going to want to be careful against the Ghost types like Sableye and Haunter. Of course, Shadow Ball Haunter is OP. You gotta be careful of his older sister, Gardevoir herself. I'm not gonna get into Gardevoir because that's gonna be the next video. Now, we're gonna be doing one battle for every tournament and see how well our Gallade does. On to some battles. We're going to be going to round one. Now remember guys, this is Boulder Cup style. We're going to be going in with our Medicham. Is going to be starting off with his Skarmory. Now we're going to go to work. Remember, Medicham before was completely useless against his Skarmory prior, but now we do have Power Punch, which is going to make it an excellent counter to that Skarmory. It's very evenly matched. So now we're going to be going with those counters that are powered up counters, and we're going to just completely shield that Sky Attack, because we're going to be able to go ham on that Skarmory with those counters. We're going to try to get to this next Power Up Punch. Will we get to it? We will, And now we're going to just try to see, can we get an excellent here? Can we get an excellent here? No, we do not get an excellent. We get the great, but it's okay. He shielded it anyway. We're cool with this. Now we're going to just try to just finish him off with just counters. Will we? No, we won't. And now we're like, will we shield here? Will we shield here? Yes, we will, because we have a Super Saiyan Medicham right now. We're going to finish him off with one last counter, and no matter what's coming in, we're going to get him with a power-up punch, and it is going to be a Gallade. Now, he brings in a Gallade when I'm making a Gallade video. That's not cool, okay? Now, now we're going to be going in, doing a couple more counters, and try to do as much damage as we can to his Gallade. We bring it down to the yellow, and now we're like, okay, we have our own Gallade, and we have a Skarmory. Now, Skarmory is going to go to work on that Gallade, because we're just going to be able to just J-farm, get all that energy, and now he has his Marshtomp in the back, and we're like, cool, no problem, hit us with a Surf. Remember, guys, shields are down, so we're in a little bit of a situation, but it's okay because we got our King Skarmory, and of course we have our Gallade in the back, and now we're going to just go to work and try to get this excellent. Will we get it on this flying attack? Yes, we will. We get it on the fly attack, and we automatically get that shield down. Now, with no shields, we are going to be able to just go to work with Gallade, and we're like, okay, we got hit with that charge attack real quick, and we're like, oh, this is a little bit dangerous. Oh yeah, Surf does a lot of damage. Remember, guys, Gallade is squishy, so you gotta really be careful in the way you use him. And now we're like, hey, will we get to this Leaf Blade? Yes, we do. We under-tapped that one. We were just boop, boop, under-tap. Boom, got the Leaf Blade, and that is the reason why we actually were able to pull off that Leaf Blade. So now his Gardevoir comes, his Gallade comes back in, and again, Charm on Charm, that is gonna be the end of that battle. Now into round 2, this is gonna be Nightmare Cup. We're going to be going in with our Gallade as the lead, and he's going to be coming in with his Alolan Raticate, and now we're like, okay, cool, yeah, no problem. We know, though, that Crunch is going to be able to do some decent damage to us. So we know if we shield here, we're going to be able to just keep farming him, just that way we can get rid of that Alolan Raticate. So he switches up out of there, and he brings in his Xatu. Now, Xatu is a big threat against that, against our Gallade. So now, remember, guys, with the grass charge move, you gotta just follow those grass stuff. Again, I'm still getting used to it. So now we're gonna be bringing in our Spiritomb. Now, Spiritomb is gonna be able to take out that Xatu, no problem. And whatever's gonna be coming in is gonna be getting a Ominous Wind. Remember, guys, Ominous Wind is able to get a buff. It is a possible chance that you will get a buff. So here, we're gonna be pulling off the Ominous Wind, and we're like, okay, wow, how does this work? This one threw us off, but we got an excellent on the first try. We end up almost taking out that Raticate, and we get the boost! The boost, and we're like, hey, 100% we're shielding no matter what's being thrown at us. We are shielding it because we want to take out that Raticate and keep our Spiritomb alive because he is boosted. So now here we're going to try to finish him off. We're like, you know, it's too risky. He might get another Crunch off. So here we're going to pull off another Ominous Wind. Will we get a boost again? Will we get the second boost? No, we won't. And we're like, oh, okay, no matter what it is a Toxicroak. Now Toxicroak is going up against our boosted Spiritomb, and we're like, cool, Ominous Wind all day on this Toxicroak. So here we go. We force one of his shields, and we switch up out of there and bring in our Gallade. Now, Gallade is going to be able to just, will he be able, no, I think he's going to go down. He's going to go down to that Mud Bomb. Yes, he is going to go down to that Mud Bomb, and we're going to be bringing back our Spiritomb. Now, Spiritomb, again, is going to go to work. Remember, he is boosted, so will we be able to get to this Ominous Wind? I'm not sure. I think we do get to this Ominous Wind. He's going to be hitting us with a Mud Bomb, and we're like, cool, no problem. I think we survived with like barely any HP. Yes, we're in the red, and we're going to be pulling off our Ominous Wind here, and we're like, cool. Hopefully we get another buff, right? So we got the excellent, and we're gonna be pulling off that Ominous Wind, and we force that last shield. That is all we wanted to do because we know that we have a Toxicroak in the back, and he wanted to farm us because he knew no matter what we had in the back, he had to pull off at least two Mud Bombs. But he J-farmed a little bit too much, he got a little bit too greedy, and we were able to finish him off with that last Ominous Wind, and that is gonna be the end of round 2. Now we're going to be going to a regionals battle, and we're going to be starting off with our Skarmory, King Skarmory, and we're going up against his Whiscash. Now Whiscash is, I love Whiscash. I love him since Boulder Cup. Whiscash with those Mud Bombs and how beefy he is, it's crazy. So now we're going to be pulling off he's going to be pulling off his Mud Bomb, and now we're going to try to get to our Sky Attack. Sky Attack is going to be able to do some decent damage to that Wish Cache. So we're going to try to see, will we get this excellent on that Sky Attack? Yes, we will. We're getting really good with the flying one. So now we're going to just keep going again with some air slashes, and we're like, yeah, that's fine. Only you have to be careful for when you go up against Wish Cache is that Blizzard. So make sure you guys really be careful of that Blizzard. Count those fast moves. So now we're like, you know what? We're cool with it. Hit us with a Mud Bomb. We're cool with it. So now we're going to try to hit him with a couple more fast moves. And will we finish off that Wish Cache before he gets to another charge move? Yes, we will. And now we're going to be pulling off a Sky Attack no matter what is coming in. We are cool with it. We're going to be pulling off that Sky Attack here and just be able to do some decent damage. Again, we get another excellent on that Sky Attack, and we're going to be becoming comfortable with Sky moves. Alright, so now we're going to try to see, will we pull off another one? Yes, we do. And here we're going to be able to do some decent damage to that Skarmory right before our Skarmory was able to go down. And we're like, you know what, Skarmory, you did your job. That was amazing. I'm super happy. So now we're going to have Probopass, and now he's going to be switching in and bringing his Gallade, and we're going to be bringing it back our Gallade. Now Gallade is going to be able to go to work on his Gallade, and then his Gallade is going to be able to go to work on ours. So we're like, that's fine. All we have to do is just bring his HP down low, and we're like, yeah, cool. No matter what it is, we are shielding. We are shielding that Gallade because we do not want to get hit by a Leaf Blade. Now we're going to be able to just finish him off with a couple fast moves. Will we be able to finish it? Yes, we do. And no matter what comes in, we're going to be hitting it with a Rock Slide. And look who it is. It is the king himself, Skarmory. And that is why we brought this Probopass, because Probopass is going to be able to hard counter that Skarmory, no problem. And which he has one last shield. So we're like, okay, that's fine. Let's just break the shields. Hit him with the rock move. And we're like, okay, will we get this? Great. Excellent! Yes, we do get the excellent, and we bust that last shield, and now we're like, no matter what you do here, there is nothing you can do, because we still have another shield. Even if we didn't have the shield, it didn't make a difference. We still had this game in the basically in the bag, and we shield that Sky Attack. We're like, okay, cool, and we do have that charge move ready. Now, will we be able to finish it off with an excellent? Will we be able to? That's a great, and we hit the excellent, and that is going to be the end of round 3. Now, as you guys can see, Gallade is amazing. No matter what cup you use him in. Again, he's better in others than he is in others, but he's still great no matter what you do. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.